Ladies and gentlemen, teachers build the foundation to the future. To kickstart this podcast, we got none better than a radical virtual tool, completely made in Bahrain, taking the teaching landscape by storm, Springring. Introducing the CEO and co founder of Springring, Mr. Mohammed Ashur. Mr. Mohammed Ashur, please tell us more about Springring and what inspired you to create the platform.
Thank you very much for having me. Springring is basically a school communication management platform. So we aim to connect school administrations with teachers, parents, and students all onto one unified hub of communication by providing them both, web and mobile applications dedicated for that.
A quick take on Springring would be a Facebook, Google Calendar, bulletin board combo for schools. Do you envision Springring to be the communication conduit for schools?
We're definitely looking at making Springring the one and only needed communication tool for schools. Now, of course, Facebook is a far-fetched kind of comparison. We don't want it to be a social network per se, but definitely when it comes to calendar of events, notices getting sent out by teachers, by the school administration, parents having an overall view of all their children, their classes, access to their teachers, students having the same information that is provided to either the parents or by their teachers and the school administration as well. So just providing this whole holistic, unified view of the school by including all the stakeholders together is what we're trying to solve. And it's a big challenge anyways.
A unifying platform. So tell me, what were the top challenges that you faced when building your business, and how were you able to overcome these challenges?
Well, the school industry or the education industry as a whole hasn't had a lot of changes over the past centuries, I would say. So the teaching methods were the same, the involvement of parents is the same. So tackling schools and the education industry in general has been quite hard because we not only wanted to introduce a new platform, but it's a new way of management of communication in general. So the adoption, of course, sometimes is slow. Sometimes you face a lot of difficulties with adoption by certain either teachers or by certain schools because it is a change. But what we've seen is that there's a new generation of parents that are more involved in their children's education. So that at least gives the incentive to schools to adopt such systems and just to make sure that parents are on board. And we believe that bringing parents and teachers or the school closer together is for the benefit of our children's education.
That's quite an interesting take. It's a platform where your clients are very old school, but their clients are quite new. So it's a combination of both. That sounds fantastic. Looking around the landscape, Edmodo or Class Dojo is the closest that I saw as a competition to you. From Bahrain to GCC and beyond, Spring Ring looks promising while at the same time pioneering. How do you plan to expand?
Well, our current focus is, of course, in Bahrain. We've signed up quite a few schools here, ranging from preschools all the way to K-12. So we have one of the best schools considered not only in Bahrain but across the GCC in St. Christopher's, who've adopted our platform at the beginning of 2020. And part of our plan is to onboard more in Bahrain first. We just need to be closer to our clients, and in this case also get their feedback so we can keep on improving on the platform. But definitely the first target is to, in terms of expansion, is expanding in the GCC countries, and hopefully not only targeting the private sector in private schools, but also eventually talking to the public school system as well.
That sounds like a very reasonable roadmap. So tell me your final question. What advice can you give to aspiring entrepreneurs?
Well, there are many advices. Entrepreneurship and building a startup is never easy. There's many downs, a few ups, but at the end of the day, perseverance is the main thing. If you believe in your idea and you have a vision for where you want to head, just persevere, uh, keep on going, and things will work out if you just keep at it.
Many downs, few ups, but persistence pays at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Mohammed Ashur and myself, Vivek, signing off. Have a great day and looking forward to you in the next podcast.